What is up guys, Definitely Vacation here, and we have today a special deck profile, so with duels of course, and it's a Troop Dupe Scoop. Some of you may remember the deck. I wasn't playing in that era of Yu-Gi-Oh, so I just liked the deck. I saw it on the Lithium 2300 channel, I believe that's the name. I'm sorry, I'm gonna put him in the description box, a link to his channel. So be sure to subscribe to him, of course. He's doing a bunch of cross-bandless duels, so it's really fun to watch. And one of them was a Troop Dupe Scoop, which I have interest in this deck, of course. So yeah, let's start with replays. So I'm playing versus the Fluffles, and something is lagging, I don't know why. Okay, so he's going to set the Toy Vendor and of course go for its effect, and Chain go for its effect, and bunch of fusion summons, you know. Saber Tiger is able to recycle the sheep again to the field, and he just returns the polymerization to his hand. So my hand opening isn't really extra well. I'm not playing the banned version of the deck, so I just needed to modify the deck somehow. So Cyber Infinity is a good way because he's a machine and we play Cyber Dragon, so why not? Machinas are also good because, you know, a heavy beatdown beater, to the field, so then he can just destroy opponent's cards or look at his hand and discard cards. And plus the gear frame can protect your Cyber Infinity because he can protect any machine. So he goes for polymerization. I just negate that. I know I will be baited and I don't really know how Fluffles and Infernals work. So he goes for Bujin. In fact, there is the Twin Twister, there goes my gear frame and MST. So he goes for polymerization again, and there is Right for Tiger. So he just wrecks my shit and go for some damage. My only hope is Curve Bandit, but with the top deck, of course, you have a lot more help than that. So Overload Fusion, MVP of the deck, just banish all the shit. So basically, you use it to special summon Chimera Attack Over Dragon or Chimera Attack Rampage Dragon. So I had one Cyber Dragon, and decided to go just banish all the machines, make his attack like, 5600, then just normal Summon Bandit. He can attack like 7 of his monsters, so that's instantly a game. That was really fun. So let's go for the second replay, which is versus, I didn't even remember, TG's. TG's, but I just blew it. My opening hand is okay. I mean, Overload Fusion is real MVP. So Sullen Strike and Mirror Force, and of course MC. Set the Kochi, like one of the great cards here. So he can really just like replace himself, you draw cards, and if he stays in the field you have a level 4 plus draw card, and that is like a minimum. I decided to attack, and attack did get through, but he got that surge. So set Cyber Phoenix, and my turn. I mean, what can I do? I didn't set the metronome because, you know, I'm just kind of suspicious on the MSTs and shit. So he goes for performance synchro. I didn't negate this. I thought he's gonna go for some more synchros, but obviously he didn't. Okay, I'll let that pass the attack because Mirror Force and one monster is not enough. He sets defense draw, which is not bad. He has Veiler and Bam Fader in his hand. So Cyber Phoenix. I decided to, you know, destroy the Turbo Booster and set limit removal just in case now. I let him pass, just draw a card, and I have my hand ready for Machina Fortress. And yeah, I just draw a Cyber Dragon, which I desperately need for Overload Fusion. Get rid of his formula because I wanted to bait him if he has like warning or something. He didn't have it, so I just, or Mirror Force when I attacked. So I just special some Machina Fortress and just save my Overload Fusion for the next place, so he goes for some kind of big place here, but the Mirror Force will just clear that up, which is the great card by the way. So I get left with the TG Striker. He just get for the searches, I think the two. So Card Trooper, still no much simplification for now, but yeah, just go for that Machina. And you know, I wanted to see if he has some, you know, Scoot Scarecrow or something. I was suspicious about that, so attack with TG Striker, but he has one, so I just thought about what if he has another one or something. So I just whatever, Solemn Strike that, and let's bait him again with Card Trooper without activating Limited Removal. It passes, so I decided to just end the game with this. And Limited Removal MVP of this duel, really good card. I didn't even need it to activate Overload Fusion. Some things you just don't. Third replay is with some, I think, I don't know, older version of the Chaos Dragons or something. So he's basically plays kinda weirder version, but you know, with heretics and a couple of old monsters. So I get the Troop Dupe combo, but yeah, the you know, Card Trooper is on 2, so yeah, I found it to replace him with a Dante, but that's not so fucking smart. I'm sorry for that fucking, because you know what, they get destroyed, you don't draw a card. So I mill the Cyber Dragon, which we need. Just if we top deck Overload Fusion, that would be really great. So set Mind Crush, but this guy doesn't search, so we're just gonna look at my Mind Crush. Back when I played with him versus him, I didn't even know what his deck plays, so his hand is really okay. Just set with a little setup of the grave, it will be fine. So double of the back row, which is really good. Mill 3 again, and let's go for Skarn, just to get search. I will usually search Tour Guide, but I think I played versus a slower deck, so I did search for Clear Bandit to just search that Overload Fusion. So we have Mirror, Mind Crush, and Solemn Strike. He goes for Ape Fighter. I'm just like, Mirror Force or not, I'm gonna draw. I draw Mystique, which I don't really need versus him, but the top deck Overload Fusion is huge, so I go for Clear Bandit, set MST, just, you know, I have in the back of the cover up for me, so I get to mill as many machines as I want. Just grab Optimus, no MST, because I have one already set, and he's not even setting anything from the spell traps. Go for Mirror Force, he just returns the Light Pulsar back. Go for some Strike, but that the Dark Arm is coming. Destroy my Mind Crush, destroy my MST. That's about it. Lucky me, he didn't have a battle phase, because I will be right with that. So we have some plays, Special Summon Over Dragon, then Machina, Breakeki, and Sapalmas. It's really a GG for now. I didn't like play versus meta decks. I tried versus Kozmos and Pepe, but Pepe I misplayed. I didn't negate his Pendulum Summon, I freaking negated his Pendulum, that shit, Skullcrabber Joker from getting the Surge, so that was my biggest mistake. And versus the Kozmos, he was just better, and that's about it. So this deck is really not kind of Troop Dupe Scooping as fast as it did, but you can still do the combo with Trooper, normal Summon Trooper, Duplication, Mill, and then Overload Fusion, or you can just go for shenanigans with Instant Fusion or something like that, Machinas, Special Summons. You can even pull on the K if you have limited removal, or sometimes without it. So he's playing a Kaiju rank 8 deck, which I was surprised he didn't, you know, summon a expatiate, but then he doesn't play Falcon or something. I mean, he could go for Tachyon. Yeah, he could go for Tachyon or something. And I go for Dante, let's bait the back row, but that was Royal Decree, which I didn't do. I have Solemn Strike set, so just kill him and defense mode. We're in good position, so instant fusion and gear frame, just waiting for another machine. So the Kaiju is on. He activates Royal Decree, then I shit my pants, but he chooses to draw more, and my Solemn Strike can be activated. Although I think that I was thinking that was a base, so he will special summon Kaiju and go for more 8s. But it obviously didn't. Finish chain, top deck, I think he has a finish chain. Now I didn't realize why didn't he activate like finish chain. I know he was saving it for something else, but still he didn't have very much plays, so just didn't understand the ending. And then versus the artifact clowns, well, that was an interesting match because opening hand he has like 4 back rows, so there is not really much I can do here. I tried to bait him and I did it. I baited the warning to set my Solemn Strike in hoping that I wouldn't get MST'd or Twin Twister. So he just top decks Sanctum, which is the best artifact card in my opinion. I tried to go for Dante, but space-time trap hole, time-space trap hole. So at least I get search for its card. Then another Sanctum, which is like crazy. And I draw my card, which is completely useless now. So he will just kill my Bandit, but Solemn Strike is here. I don't even know why did I attack this turn, because Mirror Force or something. I just realized that after attacking, I was like, oh man. So let's go. Over the fusion, sadly I don't have a Cyber Dragon in the grave, but I'm gonna take MST because heavy back row plus artifacts, it's like suicide. So another Sanctum, which is absolutely crazy. I chooses to MST that, but the chain, I cannot even special summon from the deck and he will kill my Mind Crush, which I didn't really need. But yeah, Trap Checks, it could be usable versus Trap Checks. So I just set the Kochi like my only play. And he didn't attack, I don't know why, maybe a misplay, so I get to draw 1 card. It was Overlord Fusion, we have Cyber Dragon, but I wanted to, make the that OCG Utopia just to attack, and I didn't succeed because of the sight. Then he just artificial movement my Soul Strike, which is overkill now. I cannot do anything. I have this. If he dies by battle, I can draw 1 card, which is not that bad. So he just kills both my monsters. I take some small damage, but still damage. And draw a card, which was Machine Duplication, and I think I didn't draw a Trooper. Yeah, it would be great Trooper in this too, but still his back row is like fuck. So he bottomless my gear frame. I'll still get Search and Pleiades, man. I need to bait that Pleiades, but 4 back row in the start of my phase, it's like what? Then Moral kills it. It doesn't even target, I think. Go for Northern, but Trap Hole of Nightmare even doesn't let me use that. So I go for Suicide and bait him, but whatever. If I even activate Overlord Fusion and summon what I need, the battle phase was, passed, so in the next turn he can just easily return him in my extra deck, so that's not the smartest move. I beg that he doesn't summon Durangelo, because yeah, bait him with that set, but shit, the top deck is real with Brilliant Fusion, man, and Gaia plus a bunch of special summons and tribute summon for back attack, which is not a common thing to see. That is alright because he's gonna go for Durandal and wreck me, I could have a game if Tyrannel was not here, because set battle attack is nothing, and top tech a limit removal. That would be freaking insane, but nothing from that. And that's just a game for him. So let's go for the deck profile. Basically, I tried to keep as many as cards that was played back then. So of course, the Turner, triple Cyber Dragon, triple Kozmo, triple Cyber Phoenix. Only double Trooper because he's semi-limited, of course. Double Overload Fusion. I think it was played like one back in the day. I don't really remember. Machine Duplication third one because you know only one target for it. I tried to mix Cyber Dragon engine with this, but it's not that magic in the decks, because if you have multiple Cyber Dragons like half your deck with Cyber Dragons, it's not Troop Dupe Scoop. It's like Cyber Dragon Dupe or some shit. Of course they were playing 1 MST at the time. I think it was limited, but 2 is kind enough in this deck list. For the limited removal, 1 Might Crush. It was being played like 1 Might Crush, so I keep it, although they have 1 confiscation and triple trap dust shit, which was freaking insane. Some heavy back row builds, 1 color hunted still, like in the older deck list. And then the new stuff, you know, some strike and that. The newer stuff is Rampage Dragon, which you can like summon with both this in the grave, you know, if you have Infinity and Nova or something. It doesn't exclusively needs 2 Cyber Dragons. It says Cyber Dragon monsters. So that's one of the newer cards for the Overload Fusion. Then versus the Cosmos or some machine decks, Kinetic Fortress Dragon and your Over Dragon for that overkill. And of course the Infinity, because he's a machine, so why not? So for the deck profile, let's go quick. Let me just sort this. Okay, so finally we are going for the deck profile. So double card Trooper, triple Cyber Dragon, triple Machina Fortress, 1 Machina Megaform, triple Machina Gear Frame, triple Dekochi, the Battle Canted Locomotive, Battle Chanted Kent, I don't know how to pronounce it, triple Cyber Phoenix, 1 Tour Guide, 1 Scarm, and double Cur Bandit. Then double Overload Fusion, double Instant Fusion, double MST, 1 Limited Removal, 1 Regeki, and 1 Machine Duplication. For traps, double Mirror Force, double Sullen Strike, 1 Soul Warning, 1 Voluminous, 1 Torrential, 1 Mind Crush, and 1 Color Hunted. Extra deck, 1 Chromatic Ore Dragon, 1 Chromatic Force Dragon, and 1 Chromatic Rampage Dragon. Then double Nodin and 1 Panzer Dragon. For Exceed, 1 Dante, 1 Ptolemaeus, 1 Castle, and a new Utopia engine from the OCG, like 1 Utopia, 1 Utopia Prime, and 1 Utopia the Lightning. And then there's 1 Cyber Dragon Nova, and 1 Cyber Dragon Infinity. And last but not least, 1 number 11 Big Eye. Because you have the Machina Fortresses, and sometimes it can be smart to use that for good. So basically, what you want to do with this deck is like mill a bunch of cards with Card Trooper or Dante. I mean, it's not the main goal, but it is certainly helping milling your Machina Fortresses or Megaform or Cyber Dragons and much more machines. So you can just use the Overload Fusion, or sometimes they even mill something that you don't need for the top deck. Example, you have like 1,000 life points left, and just Card Trooper mills or Dante mills your rewarding. That's like save the day. So that's the rare situations, but it's just kind of fun deck. So you have double Card Trooper and 1 Duplication. Duplication is dead, and most of the time, like 70 or 80% of the time, but you can just set it as a bait, or if you use it with card trigger, it's really good. You can mill, and if you have overload fusion, it's like a Troop Dupe and Scoop way if you mill good, of course. Or you can just do Troop Dupe, and you can, if you have already Cyber Dragon in the field, you can just instant fusion to go for Cyber Dragon Infinity. If they are on low resources because of your back row, they will probably scoop, because Infinity is really amazing. Of course, if you can protect it with Gear Frame, it's even more amazing. So triple Cyber Dragon, because he's a big beater, he goes like a special summon. And it's the main resource for the Overload Fusion. Really good card. Triple Machina Fortress, because, you know, when he dies by Balon, you can just target one card and destroy it. Your opponent controls, of course. 2500 beater, which is really good, and level 7 4 AB guy. He's also a machine, it's a target for Overload Fusion, and he can be special summoned either from the hand or the grave. And when he's targeted by your opponent's effect monster, you can just look at his hand and discard one card. If you have it set Mind Crush, you can just combo it off and discard what is left in his hand. A really good combo. Then Machina Megaform, basically if you have him on the field, you can tribute him, special summon one Machina monster from your hand or deck. Of course, you could summon him from the deck. And if Machina Fortress control is sent to graveyard while discarded in your graveyard, except in the damage step, you can banish one Machina Fortress from graveyard, special summon this card. You can only use one Machina Megaform effect per turn, and only once in a turn. Not bad. I really just want to use him with Machina Fortress is in the grave, and you just have him in the hand, research him with the Gear Frame, just discard him, that's a one discard for Machina Fortress to get in the game. Then triple Machina Gear Frame, level 4, target for instant fusion in Norden, and he can easily protect your Infinity or Machina Fortress, which is really good. Enemy machine type monster can be protected with him. Then triple Gochi, just for some draw power and setting like defensive plays of the deck. And he's also a machine for Overload Fusion, and level 4 for Northern and XYZ plays. Cyber Training is the same. Plus, while discarding face-up attack position, negate any spell trap effects that target exactly one machine type monster you control. He can save your Infinity, he can save your Machina Fortresses, anything that is machine, including himself. When this face-up card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can draw one card. Even when he's sad, because when they attack him, he will flip, and then damage calculation and it's processing damage step. So yeah, really good card, machine level 4. And also he was used back in the day just to negate Snatch Steals, Brain Controls and stuff like that, because that is really awesome, man. And Sakretsu Armor, of course. Tour Guide, sadly at 1, but mainly to go for Dante for some mill, and he's a big beater plus your defense. Skarn, to search out Tour Guide, because you can mill him or normal summon him if you don't have anything else. And to search out Crew Bandit, which is an awesome card, because you can just search out Overload Fusion or basically anything you need. Instant Fusion or Overload Fusion are the best targets for him to search out. Also Tarantula or something. So yeah, that's really okay. And he's level 3 target for Tour Guide to go for Dante. Double Overload Fusion, MVP of deck, banished from your side of the field or in your graveyard. The fusion material monsters that are listed on a Dark Machine type fusion monster card, then special summon that fusion monster from your extra deck. This special summon is treated as a fusion type. So mainly going for your Over Dragon and get your game, or Rampage Dragon if your opponent is playing a backward deck. Instant fusions for mainly exceeds like Ptolemaios or something. Normal summon, give frame, take the search, activate this fusion, get Norden, get some level 4 for your deck, go for Ptolemaios, and then on to Infinity and beyond. Double MST for some back row and pension based decks, limited removal for stealing games, and just poke and kill. I think if you activate this on Marking Fortress, you attack with Gear Frame, then equip Gear Frame to him, he will not die, as I think, but I'm not sure. For the rulings, that shouldn't happen like that. Regeki, of course, board clear, field clear, I mean, then machine duplication for the card trooper, that troop dupe combo. Basically that's all it can do. For the traps, Nerve Force, of course, on not scales, strike, which is a really awesome card, saved me a lot of times. Solemn Warning, then for the one over the Solemn Warning, Bottomless Rational, Mind Crush is something good, and Cola Hunted. I can personally say I only drew Cola Hunted when I really need him, so for Machinas or something. Then from the extra deck, you'll Over Dragon for TKs, Chimera Attack to fuck up Necros and Machine type base decks. And Rampage, Fusion Summon with this card can only be done with the evolved Fusion Materials. When this card is Fusion Summon, you can target number of spell traps cards of field up to the number of Fusion Materials used for its Fusion Summon, minimum 1. Destroy them. Once per turn, you can send up to 2 light machine type monsters. So it's up to 2 because only light machines are your Cyber Dragons. From the deck to the graveyard, and then if you do, this card gains 1 additional attack for each card sent to the graveyard by this effect during each battle phase this turn. So 21 is not really good attack, but attacking twice, and if you couldn't activate limited removal, it's absolutely devastating. And he's a level 5, so yeah, for the Novas Infinity, if you can do it. Double loading, one Panzer Dragon with this card destroyed and sent to graveyard, you can target 1 card in the field, destroy target. So if they just rational on you, you can still, kill something on the field. Dante, Ptolemaeus, and all of this. Basically how this Utopia works, this engine, you just special summon Utopia, on top of him special summon Utopia Prime. If you can do his effect, it's kinda good. You can get 3 Exceed materials from this card, but only if, blah blah blah. If your opponent's life points are at least 3,000 or higher than yours, you have to detach 3 Exceed materials from this card, then pay a life points so that you have only 10 left. This rolls per summon monster your opponent controls, and if you do banish them, then inflict 300 damage to opponent for each monster banished this way. So you can just banish them and over the fusion just go for NTK or something. And Utopia Lighting, you can special summon him on top of the Utopia or Utopia 1, Utopia Prime, sorry, and can be used as Exceed material from Exceed Summon. If this card attacks or is attacked, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. So that's really, really good. When this card battles an opponent's monster, whether it has Utopia monster as an Exceed material, during damage calculation, you can detach 2 Exceed materials from this card. This card attacks becomes 5,000 during that damage calculation only. So you can use it twice if you use this. 2 materials are for example, the Kochi and Norden. The third material is Utopia, and the fourth is Utopia 1. So you can use double that effect for 5,000 damage. And just Rex Kozmos, because they don't have that effect for special summon, no honest, and yeah. Rex, a lot of Rex. We try still low. Nova, just you can actually use the fact, and Infinity just on top of Nova, so you can just rack something up. And Big Eye, just Big Eye. Sorry that video has been this long, but yeah, I really wanted to go detailed through this deck because a lot of us doesn't even know that this deck exists or existed, especially for new players. I started playing like 2000, I don't know, 10, 11, I'm not really sure. So this deck is from 2007, so there's no way, I never heard about this deck, but I really like it. So just post in the comments what you think of this deck, what you think of the updates, should I change something, because I don't know if this is a perfect list. I tried many different lists with this deck, but this list just works the best. So yeah, step 9 propagation out, and see you guys later. See ya.